Alright, hello everyone, this is Baltin from Bitter Games and welcome to this video update. We haven't done one in a while. And the reason being is that we've been actually, very busy. Good news, we have actually managed to hire more people, which is great. That will expedite development. We have 2 more new programmers and a game designer, which has actually worked on big strategy games, so that's actually quite the boon for us. So this is a new map, and we're always trying out new things with the level design, because most of the landscape features and terrain in Western Europe in World War I was quite flat and bland. So we obviously want to simulate that, but obviously we also have to think about ways to make it more interesting. So we have a little bit of elevation here and there. In this map, here we have the HQ, and there are some guys already sleeping. We have 48 men. This is the officer. He's an educated man, but he's also hot-headed, but thankfully he's tough. And they're all well rested, and things are going well. So this one actually has -15 to sanity, so he will probably break earlier if something bad happens. And here you have the resources. So this is everything. Every day you get a supply delivery sent, and I think because now what's new in this game is that everything now is either destructible or deconstructible. So now we can start chopping down trees. And in World War I, and well, in every war since then, local resources have been used quite a lot because it's very difficult to transport resources into an open conflict zone. So because we have plenty of resources, let's not waste our volume on sacks and wood, because we have plenty. Let's get more meals and construction materials. So now we're at full capacity in the slider system, and then we get the next delivery, we get more construction materials and more food, because we're quite low on food actually. So in this map there's a river, and this is the old stone bridge, and it can also be destroyed, which is not the end of the world, because there's still a crossable river ford here, but it's obviously takes the soldiers quite a lot of time to cross. Here we have some more of them sleeping, and over here we have what we call the Death Valley, because the enemy has a lot of field of fire, a lot of visibility over this area, so this can be quite hectic because of artillery shells. So we will of course want to dig in, as the name suggests. And one of our main priorities recently has been the digging part. So the trenches are now basically everything. And now the soldiers are more happier when they're inside the trench, they're in the trench. And this is the shallow trench. And these are all quite shallow, so we can actually make them deeper. And now we have what we call trench buildables. Because one of the main challenges of making a strategy game is the navigation for the AI soldiers, because they often would get stuck or couldn't find their way. So we want to keep the floors as tight and neat as possible. And also some people have said that these are quite wide for trenches, and we have taken this into account. But as we are developing the game and making the navigation stronger, we of course have plans to make them potentially not as wide. But yeah, it's all work in progress. So now, instead of building stuff on the trench floor, what we've done, we've decided to move everything to the buildables itself, which is the walls. And now we can make them into all kinds of neat little functions, like this is like the trench stairs. So now we turn this into a stair, so they can use the wall to jump out. Or we can put down a little sleeping spot, so they can sleep inside the wall, something that officers did not encourage during the war, as this is quite susceptible to collapsing if hit by a shell. They would also, of course, make fire steps out of the trench walls. So this will, instead of standing next to a guard point, this will turn into a guard point, and they will be at much better cover. And also, most importantly, we can make them deeper very easily now. So if we want to make this part of the trench deeper, we just click deep in trench. And now this part becomes deeper. Okay, and that's the enemy is targeting the bridge, which is obviously not great, but this guy is soldiering through. And this is the no man's land, so the Germans have a great position over on this hill and also in here, so this is quite tricky, but also we have great positions. And actually, when the team has been playing this map, a lot of people usually lose quite early, and just to give you a heads up in this design is that just this tiny little bit of elevation can do a lot for a machine gun. So if we place it here, then we have a nice field of fire over this area here. But there will be less field of fire if we put it down on ground level. So this is kind of where we're going with the design of the trenches. There will be small changes in elevation will mean a lot, especially during the conflict, like places like Hill 60 took many years to conquer. They even eventually had to blow it all up to get it out of the way. And this is kind of what makes World War I unique in tactical strategy sense. Also, we have not fully built the trench here, so this is exposed. And on the left and right, we have other, like, trench sectors. So in this one, I think, just for as we play a little bit, we'll do a short one. We'll maybe do another line over here, connect it, and also put down nice little sleeping spot, because at the moment, when the guys turn their shifts, this one is a day shift and then the night shift, then they have to go from here and all the way to the trench, which might be scary if the enemy starts doing something funny, because in this map we have a lot of big enemy attacks. And this is what I mean about the AI. The soldiers are still learning to not walk into no man's land for a nice little stroll, but we're working on this. So let's build a deep trench and let's get out of here and let's move and make a little communication trench and make another second line over here. We could do some go further. Also, we still have the exploding rocks. Oh, here we have some enemy patrol coming in. So now, where's the... This is the guard shift is coming in, and they're bringing in the machine gun. Hopefully they don't get hit by a stray shell. Actually, we should probably upgrade this as well. We have some planks and wood. And obviously we would need to cut down more trees. So actually let's make the soldiers cut down trees. Let's do it over here. So we don't lose the trees at the front line for cover until later. But as I mentioned, they are actually destructible. So now they blow up. Here we have the machine gunner setting it up. There we go. And now, because it's the highest priority, someone will come and take over. This regiment. And does not have exactly the best accuracy, so this is something we will implement because we've been working a lot on the company commanders. These are the sections, each run by an NCO. And they all have different qualities, these guys, so you'll be able to mix and match squads, especially when we implement raids, patrols, and that kind of like exciting World War I stuff into the game, more of it. So as you can see now, they are now in deeper trench, which is good because they like to be in the trench, and they are much better cover. Here we have a fire step. We can still change the priorities, so we want them really to focus on defending. Now also, they actually, if they get stuck, which happens a lot in this game, they now actually climb out of the trenches, which is makes our life very easy. And yeah, but still they're doing all kinds of funny AI stuff, like going to sleep in no man's land, which is something we are fixing. But like I said, that's one of the main challenges is the navigation, to teach the AI to know where they are and where they should not be. And the more you upgrade them with trench walls, this is like with the sandbags and wood, or even the twigs. Twigs are cheap and easy to do. It still gives a lot of value to the trenches because they will collapse if hit by artillery fire. We can cut down more trees, which will need a lot of them to upgrade our trenches. And even like things like this, like civilian cart, can still be deconstructed for planks and other materials. Now is a new day in the trenches, and we're doing pretty well. We still have not lost one guy. Now it's daytime, they can see now much further. Oh, Germans are up to something. There he is, he's gone. Okay, that was random. All kinds of funny things happen in game development. Okay. Daily morning barrage from the Germans. Thanks a lot. And the bridge. Okay, the bridge is about to collapse. And sound design is quite early, so it's going to be very loud when it collapses. So yeah, apologize for that. There we are. So now you can see we have a deeper trench, which is great. And also important in this kind of games is to think about physics. So eventually we would like to invest in planks on the junctions, because these parts are more susceptible to collapse because they have less support. So we give them more, beat them up a little bit more. Oh, okay. And ouch, the bridge collapsed. Okay. And it's completely collapsed, so we can build a new one. And they can still get over here, so but it still obviously slows them down because they are in rough terrain, which should be, of course, water. And we're setting up our resources here. And everything is fine. We have our machine gun. We actually have another machine gun. Let's put that into action. Oops. Okay. Let's put this one to work. Now the Germans are breaking through. Here they come. Okay, they might actually get through. No, it. Wow. So yeah, that's been like our main thing, is to make the trenches exceptionally important to the game. So they have these steps, they are deeper, they are more secure, and they also give all kinds of bonuses to the soldiers. They increase speed, they increase their composure, they feel much at ease, and also they are functional and modular, so now they can be used for all kinds of stuff. But this is like the big vision, is that everything is destructible, so everything leave behind the craters. So it's a completely different map when you finish the battle. So we'll try to get these up and running, and we'll do another video in January as we add more stuff. But the next things we're going to be adding on is working on different win and lose conditions, more historical stuff, World War I, hold the line, or take the enemy trenches. There will also be adding new officers. So this is like the company commander, but we'll also have what we call specialist officers. So there'll be other pawns in the game, like the quartermaster. That's the next one we're going to add, which will give a lot of bonuses to logistics and supplies, even like increasing the volume you can get every day from the resources. And this will be part of a big research tree. This is all obviously work in progress. And yeah, it's making the game more challenging, more enjoyable to play. This is a short one. Whoops, but thank you for watching. Bye bye.